Oh, it is time to bring it all to a close. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope that you're having an absolutely fantastic evening, a beautiful night. Tonight, we are going to finish out Unknown Pleasures Joy Division with the last track on the album, I Remember Nothing. And hopefully there's something that you remember from from the album here. I know that not everyone in the comments has enjoyed listening to Joy Division, but for me, it's been an education and experience, and I've enjoyed most of the album here, so I'm excited to get here into the last track. And for you guys, I hope that you've enjoyed something from it. Even if you haven't enjoyed the music, hopefully at least it was a learning experience for you. And if you didn't like the music before and you still don't like it now after you listen to it again, at least you reaffirmed your convictions and at least you gave it another shot. So that's all that can be asked and that's all that can be done. And what's left is whatever's under the sun. Let's go ahead and give it a listen. We'll talk about it after. I Remember Nothing. Let's go. knew that crash was coming again. It just scared me again. I knew it was coming. Still crashing in the back. Is that how they're leaving the studio? Just breaking things on the way out? Okay. Let me know how you guys thought, what you thought about that song. Okay, so I really enjoyed the instrumental part of this. I love this stark play in the dark kind of nature that the band just exudes. Like, this is just, you listen to this in the dark and it's kind of scary. There's a big, big mood to it. I love that about the band. I like how they play in these empty spaces. The drum beat, yeah, it's like nice and repetitive, but it's almost faint, but it's there. It's just a slight rhythm. Boom. Just really nice. I like how the guitar pops up like jump scares at certain points. At first, it's like just staticky. Then you hear it chopping up at a certain points, especially near the end. The music, it's just for like, I mean, like little uptick there. The drums begin to play a few more fills. Then there's an organ that occurs. I don't even know when it came in, but at some point I realized it was there, and it's just sustaining one chord in the underbelly of this whole track for the rest of the remainder of it. Now, this is what I want to talk about. Ian Curtis. Let's specifically focus on his vocals, because I can almost guarantee that there's going to be a portion of you guys that as soon as he started singing, you were out. You were okay with it, with the music, but as soon as he started singing, some of you were out. Some of you took a game over and just exited. I understand that. I totally get that. Because his singing here, it's like he's not even trying. He's just kind of wilted. There's no polish. There's no effort. He sounds off. Let me tell you though, I did find it extremely off-putting at first. I was like, ugh, I would actually prefer this as an instrumental or something else. But by the time I got about 2 minutes in, I was like, it's kind of working for me. So actually, Hole in Hole, this was a good closer to the album. I think that they did a wonderful job in wrapping everything up with this black emptiness of atmosphere that they've been throwing at us for the past few tracks here. And even though Ian's singing isn't the most palatable, expectedly, it definitely is different, and I can definitely see it being very off-putting, but somehow it works in a track like this. Let's get into these lyrics, though. We were strangers for way too long. We were strangers, violent for way too long, violent. We're strangers, get weak all the time, may just pass the time. Me in my own world, yeah, you there besides. The gaps are enormous, we stare from each side. We were strangers for way too long. And the song title, I Remember Nothing. So maybe they actually do know each other, but for some reason he thinks that they're strangers. Maybe they're strangers on a deeper level. Perhaps they only know each other on a surface level, maybe even physical, perhaps romantically. But when it comes to emotional, they're strangers towards each other. Perhaps. I don't know. I really could be wrong. Violent, more violent, his hands crack the chair, moves on reaction and slumps in despair. Trapped in a cage and surrendered too soon, me and my own world, the one that you knew for way too long. We were strangers, we are strangers. That part I'm not quite sure. Violent, more violent, his hand cracks the chair. What is cracking the chair? I don't even know what that means. Muzan reaction then slumps in despair, like he gives up for some reason. I don't know. That part I lose it a little bit. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Music's good. Let me know what you guys thought of this track, of course. Let me know what you thought of the album. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I know that it's a bit of a divisive album, but I had a good time listening to it, and I hope that you guys did as well. Please let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. You can follow me on Twitter, you can support the channel on Patreon, etc., and etc. But enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you as always for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. Bye.